Doing today? Looks like we only got a few people here right now. Whoa, getting out of control. So today we're gonna look at the this thing is not working. Today we're gonna look at the new construction. We're gonna talk a little bit about it. I see a lot of people asking what it is, what's it for. So in a few minutes we'll walk out there, have a look at that. But check out these daffodils, these poulters. So these are the Neolamprologus pulcher. Hey Stacy, happy Friday. So these were bred in-house, and right now we got some bigger ones available. They're looking really nice. Got a couple in there getting a little bit beat up, but you can see some of these big ones. Hey Kevin, some of these big ones are really colored up. Generally, we only have these available at a 1 to 2 inch size. Some of these guys are 2 to 3s. You can see they're looking pretty good. But we're always fighting the glare, guys. It's all the sun. Hey John, how's it going? See you guys starting to come in. We got some good sized Lulupi. This tank does have some algae, so excuse the algae. Right above me is a huge skylight. So this tank and the tank next to it get a lot of light. Regardless of what we do, the algae just keeps growing. So the Lulupi are looking good. These guys are 2.5 inches. Really good color on them. And as you can see, this next tank over also gets all the skylight. Look at all that algae. And just for reference, big skylight right above us. Yeah, these are the Lamprologus ornitopinus. Love these guys. We don't breed these here. Not sure. It might be something we breed depending on how they sell, but these guys are really cool. Hey Harvey, good to see you on the live stream. And over here we have the Telmetachromis vittatus. These are also spawned here. I got a lot of these. How'd you guys like that Valentine's Day sale? I know it was small, it wasn't much. That was another last minute thing, just trying to give back to you guys while we can. But there's the vittatus. Another one we breed here is the Chelinochromos endobnoi. And this one also has a lot of algae from the skylight. Good, Dr. Q, I'm glad you liked it. It wasn't really a big sale, but it was a sale nonetheless. You get the BOGO items. John's asking, can we see some peacocks? Yeah, we can do that. Here we got the Neolamprologus cylindricus. Jesse, yeah, the fish, I don't know which fish you were talking about, but all of these fish look great. So, Steven, the pikes, they're doing great. Bentley says he just wanted to stop by and thank us for delivering such healthy fish. Well, Bentley, thank you for ordering from us. We really appreciate it. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have the opportunity to ship these fish. So you guys can see here's the tank. And the pikes are right up front. They're looking good. The lights are currently off, but there's enough lighting from the skylights and the overhead lighting that you can't even tell. Yeah, these guys are really, really colored up. They're looking really good. You got the Geophagus sphenai, you got one lone Balzani in there. You got some Heros in there, the Jurapari, got the giant Hecali right here. So Phil, can you see some gold Mbamba Bay? If I can find them, I will show them. Yeah, Daniel, Dovi, they get massive. Here in the ponds, I think I've seen them personally like up to 18, 19 inches. And we just moved breeder pond about a month ago. And no, it was probably 2 or 3 months ago now at this point. But they get really big and really colorful. The males just the purple and blues and get some greens in there. They're really nice. Joyce, I'm glad you liked your Romano shrimp. Thank you for your order. Really appreciate that. So this is the Tanganyikan tank. You can see the Frontosa. We have some Endobnoi right here. We got the Nathochromis right here. That's the Permaxillaris. We got some Sex lineata right there. Got the Lulupi. Gelitochromis down here. Got a Synodontis right there. Looks like he staked a little cave for himself. So mostly Tanganyikans. We do have some Plecos in here just for cleanup. So this tank's looking really good. The other tank, very shortly, will be getting redone. It's going to be fully planted. We need to get some more sand in there. We did add a palm frond in there just to help. We also, you notice, we took some large rocks out of here. There were some huge rocks here, and then there's a couple over here. We took those out. We found that they were leaching. We found that they were leaching a lot of calcium and stuff into the water, and the water was really hard. And since we've taken them out, we've lowered the TDS, and we see a big difference in how these fish are behaving. A lot of them are a lot happier. Some of the plants are starting to rebound. We did put some fertilizer, some root tabs in them, but shortly here we're going to redo it, add more plants, add more fertilizer, and it's going to be really nice. So let's go outside and look at what we got going on with that new building. I know a lot of you guys saw pictures of it on our Facebook post, and you were asking what's going in there. So a little bit about the building. Hey Dave, hey Brian. Fat Fish, good to hear about your fish doing good. So let's just take a step out really quick. It is very windy, so apologize. We are just feet away from the old warehouse. Like, I just walked out the door, so just for your reference, it's just I don't know, 10 feet maybe. It's probably a little more. I'm not measuring it, but here it is. You see they poured the concrete with the drains in it. Now let's count the drains together. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it looks like. Let me verify that. Got the gimbal doing some stuff, guys. This gimbal likes to mess with me. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's supposed to be 9. I don't know how I got 10 the first time. So this is half of the size of our current warehouse. So our current warehouse is 100 by 100. This new warehouse, this new building is going to be 100 by 50, so it's literally half the size. We have it planned out to have 9 rows of tanks, very similar to the warehouse. Very same type of racks. Now this is where we're going to be moving some of our breeding. We're going to bring in some new breeders, and we're also on the back side there probably going to have some storage. We're going to get a second bathroom for the employees, and potentially a break room for the employees. Currently we just all hang out in the warehouse, eat lunch together in there. So this is going to be good for breeding more fish, good for morale for everybody, And yeah, so the concrete looks really good. They did a great job. You can see how wide these are. I believe they're 8 inches wide, which is much wider than we went last time. We learned the bigger the drain, the better. That way we can drain tanks faster and do faster water changes. Let me see if you guys have any questions. No. So Aquafunk lives 12 minutes from us. So Aquafunk, if you want to stop by, all you got to do is email us or go online to go onto the website and type in appointment, and you can sign up for an appointment on our website. And it'll ask you a day and time. Now, generally Thursdays and Fridays are the only days we do it, because those are the days that we aren't as busy. But we will also do, every now and then we might make an exception, but generally Thursday, Fridays from 9 to 3 is when we're going to be able to do tours. And there is a caveat to it. We do ask that you spend a minimum of $50 to pay for time, because we're not really set up to do like in-person buying. It's just, we're so big, and the amount of time it takes to maintain it and the amount of time it could take with one customer to walk through can be a lot. Give me 1 second, guys. We got a music playing here. Let me stop it. Okay, Google, stop. Aquafunk, just go ahead and email us, and either myself or one of the guys in the office or Mike Draughty himself will respond to you. Here's some longfin chocolate plecos. Just happened to be walking by, and these guys look really nice. Sorry guys, sorry about that. Let me see if I can find some of the fish that were requested. I know there was a gold Mabamba Bay and then just African cichlids in general. So I'll look for the gold Mabambas. We are always working, guys. So if you see some tanks that are all stirred up and don't look clean, that's probably because they're in the process of being cleaned. For example, down here we got this tank, all the water's a little bit discolored just because it's in the middle of a water change. Got the lion sanga. These guys are looking really good. These elongatus. These are some males in here looking really nice. These are actually really nice fish. Mabuna, not as popular as the peacocks and halves, but with the Mabuna you get a lot of different cool behaviors. You get a different just body shape in general. Those guys are really nice. Let's see what else we have for some Mabunas over here. That's your Williams Eye blue lips. These guys are really nice. You're not going to see the really nice blue lips and the great color till they get bigger. Now these fish do get pretty big. I've seen them 5 inches. But these guys are really nice. These are bred here by us. Let's swing around. Here we have some the yellow Dingani, or the Chindongo flavus. And then we have the Thumbai West OBs. Now these guys are nice. Naturally occurring OB. And so we walked down there. I didn't see the Mabamba Bays. Here you got your red OB zebras. You got your manganos. These guys are currently being treated, but these are the yellowtail ACI. The albino socolofi. This is a cool fish. You're looking for an all-white fish. These guys are cool. Hey David, how you doing? You got some small blue cobalts right here. Got some more yellowtail ACI. Got some small Kenii here. So I'm not seeing the gold Mabamba Bay. That doesn't mean we don't have them. I just haven't walked past them. But I see some other requests. I'm going to see if I can find red shoulder severums in stock. I am not sure if they say they are on the website. Then yes, but I'm not confident on that in the moment. Here we go. Got some Lake Antino Bosemani. These are big males. They're like 2 3/4 to, I don't know, maybe 3.5 inches. I think they're maybe 3 to 4 inches. I haven't measured them, but they look to be 3 inches. They're really nice, really colorful. Yeah, David, the sunset haps have been out for a while. That was by design. They weren't selling well for us, so we just haven't had them for a while. We might be able to get some in, but overall, the last time we had them, they just didn't sell, and they sat in a tank for a really long time and got big, and so then they got pricier, and nobody was buying them. So we'll have to. We'll probably get them again, but I'm not sure when. So we're in the section where if we have some star sapphires, that would be. I did see a request. I know we have star sapphires on the other side of the farm, but a lot of them are breeders, and if not all of them are going to be breeders. Here we have some smaller Madoka white lips, and already from back here, I don't know, maybe not for you guys, maybe get a little closer, but from far back you can see their white lips just really standing out. And we're always fighting the glare. Even when I'm up against the glass, there's still the glare. And you guys get to see a limited number of fish that way, but that's the way it is. Now, we just picked these yesterday, brought them from the greenhouse. These guys are looking really good. If you're into Tropheus, the Du Boise is a great one. And they go through an awesome color change. And right now they're looking really good. And they're pushing 2 inches. They're on the larger side of what we normally have available. So let's look at some of these male cichlids. I saw a couple requests come in. Those white lips, John, were 1.5 inches. So they were 1 to 2 inches. Got the iceberg frieri down here. Look at that guy right there. He's glowing. He's the dominant one, so he's full color. The rest of them aren't showing that same blaze right now. But these two right there in particular are really showing off. Yeah, these icebergs are really nice. Now, all of them have the potential to look like that, guys. But I just want to remind you guys, if you're ordering fish from us and you get them, they're not going to be full color for the first week or two. And then if you're putting them in a tank that already has an established hierarchy, I just want to touch on this too. Like, they might never color back up. And now we get a lot of emails with people saying, hey, my fish aren't coloring up. What's wrong? Or you guys sent me a fish with no color. Well, you'll see, we'll send fish out of this tank, but once it hits your tank, if it's not happy, it might not ever color back up. So that's just something to consider. These fish aren't juiced or anything, so no amount of, they're not just going to always hold their color. When they go through mood swings or dominance changes, their color could just slowly fade. Yeah, these are all really nice. You got your blue neons. These guys are also really nice. In this dark tank with a slightly tinted blue water, the color's really not showing what these guys really look like. The yellow on them is really bright and the blue is really dark. I saw somebody asking about a reddish peacock. So we have the dragon bloods and we get the reddish, well, we get more of an orangish pink in our strain. And we also have, I don't know if we have any males available right now, but we have the firefish, and that's a new one that we started to spawn recently, and they get even more pinkish red than these dragon bloods do. And here you go, you got the SP44, the thick skin obliquidans. I saw a request for these. You can see the dominant males versus the non-dominant males. The dominant ones are the ones that are like jet black here. Yeah, a couple of them. The rest of them are just kind of getting pushed around, not to the point where they would get injured or die or anything, just that they're not dominant. So they're just letting them know, hey, I'm the boss, get out of my way. Here you go, here's some star sapphires. Now, I'm seeing a few chips here and there, and these guys are really skittish. I believe they were just brought up too, so they're adjusting to being in the tank versus being in the vats. But I'm not seeing, I'm seeing a chip here and there, nothing crazy. You see that one in the middle, he's actually really stressed out, so we're gonna back off. Got the albino Madokas, always looking great. We got the Pundamilla Nairii. Down here we have some Eureka Reds. Now these guys also aren't showing full color in this tank. They were just brought up, so they're a little stressed out. We got a lot of these guys. We have them in the vats. We've been sending these guys out in our mixed packages. Same with the Dragon Bloods. We've been sending a lot of those out in our mixed packages. Here we have the Electric Blue Ali. Now these are the these aren't the German strains, so they look a little different. They have a little bit more like red in them. There's a little bit more variation in this strain. Now this is not one we are intentionally breeding. We just get these as we have in the past had lines of these. Hey Lynn, never too late to join the party. Good to see you. So here we got some Deepwater Hat males. How about these OB Borlei? There's a couple really nice males in here. Nice bright orange with the blue on them. And then Here is the German strain ollie. I saw somebody request to see. These guys are pretty big. There's some 4 to 5s. There's some pushing 5 to 6 in here. There's a couple of real big ones. You guys can see the difference in this strain of ollies versus the other. This one's a lot more consistent in the color and the pattern. And then here we have some yellow blaze. These are the German strain. And these guys were just put in the tank as well, so they're not fully colored. Still some really nice ones even after being stressed. You see the one right there. You got a really nice blaze. Look at that male right there. That green face, undue point. He's all fired up. He's looking good. That's a nice fish right there. Up here we got some chitandes. Now they are not showing the greatest color right now. These are a nice peacock too. These are a wild type. This one's always catching my eye. This one, there is a variance in the fish itself, and that is just because it's a line bred fish and the line isn't 100% stable. So these are the blue flash. So as you can see, some are more like this guy looks like an iceberg fry eye almost. This guy has some more reddish in him. You can't really see it on the camera, but on his blaze it's like a pinkish yellowish. It's kind of coming off as a red, but in the camera I see it's just showing yellow. Yeah, this is something to consider. It is a line bred fish, so each fish can vary a little bit, but overall they're going to be similar. We got the blue orchids. Now here's a good example of color. You see one fish right there is the only one colored up, so he must be the tank boss, even though he's not the biggest one. He got one up here, is bigger. And that you see here, he has the most color, and that's a perfect example of when you have different. When you have a hierarchy, not all the fish will be full color. So in this case, you just have one. And these just came in as well. The yellowhead peacocks, or the yellowhead Nakata Bay. So these are coming straight from our vats, which came from a pond, which came from our breeders. Just so I can clarify, so you guys know, like these were bred here, and then we took the fry and grew them out in a pond, and once they reached the size we wanted to, we bring them back in from the pond, reacclimate them into our tanks, and that is how we're able to continue to have so many fish available. Got some really big lemon jakes here. I haven't had these available in a while at this size, so we'll see what's going on with these. These were also just brought in. Right underneath these were also just brought in from outside as well. These are Malarai Island. So looks like we have a lot of fish available right now, guys, as far as peacocks go and haps. These fish look new as well. They don't have a label. Got some albino bangos. There's a female in here holding. See that? Got a young male right there starting to color up. yeah, guys, you guys have any more requests, let me know before I have to shut down for the day. Yeah, thank you, Lynn. Everybody, please don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoy what you're seeing. Subscribe to us if you haven't. We're putting out little videos every day if we can. We're trying to get some more good information out there, make it more interesting. Here we have some Mafanga rocks. Look at this male. Oh, he's cruising away. Let me see if I can get him. There you go. It's a nice male right there, colored up in this tank. And he is definitely the dominant fish. Out of all of those fish, he's the only full color one. Any haps? Hemichromis fasciatus. We don't have any of those. Let's see. Now, there's a couple sections I didn't even go look. Red tiger Oscar. Let's go look at some Oscars. A lot of those fish we just looked at, John, were haps or peacocks. Oh, I went down the wrong side of the aisle, but we'll swing around. The tiger Oscars are right on the other side. You're welcome, Lynn. Thank you for joining. This gimbal's great. Every now and then it just like swings around. I don't know what's going on with it, but it cracks me up. All right, so here's some red tiger Oscars. They're currently under quarantine. See, here's like the 2-inch size. And right next door we have like a 2 to 3 inch size. Stacy, yes, we do breed Geophagus here. Now we breed Geophagus fenni. We breed the Geophagus pyrocephalus, which is the redhead Tapaho. We breed the Geophagus wine milleri. That's just to name a few. We also breed Gymnogeophagus, which are similar but different. Speaking of dovi earlier in the video, here's some smaller dovi we have available. And there's a nice male in this tank. You can see he's already colored up. That's like a 3.5 inch fish right there. He's already showing dominance, lots of color in him. Red cheek trophiops, that's a good one to ask to see. Let me see if I can find those. We just pulled some fry from them today. Have a lot of them available now. That's a really nice fish. The reddish orange on their cheeks is really nice. They have a cool face, the nice like cute kind of rounded face. Now, I'm not too sure why, but they're not the most popular fish for us. I think they're one of the nicer Mabuna types that we have. But they just haven't really sold. And David, I did see your request about Fuscos. Here are some Fuscos. So here's the whole tank. Not big enough to sex right now, really. There are a few differences in colors, but I wouldn't be able to tell you male, female. We do not have any zebra acara. Sorry, Pinchahera. And not sure when we will get them, but that is a goal of ours to try to get some of those in and breed them. Here's a mixed Mabuna tank. I'm not seeing the Trophiops, unfortunately. I know we have them available, but I'm just not seeing them in here currently, which means they could be in the greenhouse or they could have just walked past the tank. Okay, here we go. I found them. Now in the tank, they're looking nothing like the breeders do. The color is not really doing them justice of what they can be. Now I can see some male, female. Like you can see that small male right there. He's got the red cheek. But right now they're not showing color in this tank. Probably because they have nothing to hide in, and they're overcrowded just in their sales tank. So these guys are one of my favorite. So these are a Trophiops species, for anybody who doesn't know. Trophiops red cheek. So let me see if you guys have any more requests. I received some Eureka Reds and Deepwater Halves about a month ago, and they are fire. Brandon, that's great to hear. I'm glad you had a good experience, and I really appreciate it. And if any of you guys haven't already, please go to our Google page and leave us a review. Let us know how you're doing. I know if there's ever any issues, like if you go there, email us first before if you have any issues, and then but yeah, please leave us a review. It helps us out a lot. Now these guys aren't for sale, guys, but I just wanted to show them. He's got one big Oscar here. This is a breeder. I just wanted to show them. We got a couple other big Oscars over here, just for your guys' reference of how big Oscars can get. It's still not even full grown. This is a 40-gallon breeder. Here's my hand, just for reference. So if you are getting into Oscars, guys, just know they grow extra large and you'll need space for them. Look at this guy, all red. But guys, like I said, these guys are not for sale. They are breeders. And it's something we're working on breeding. No fry yet. Obviously, they're not going to breed in tanks by themselves. Because they're being kept this way because they're so large. And we're waiting for the weather to warm up to put them back out in our ponds. This guy's looking hungry. This guy is really red and he's flaring up for the camera. It's a very smart fish. They can be very interactive, guys, but just know they get big. Just be prepared, have a plan, or better yet, just start with a big tank so you don't have to upgrade. Just if you're gonna get an Oscar or any fish that gets large, start with a large tank. So you're not having to tear down the tank and catch the fish, put them in a new home. We do have Waru. They're going to be smaller, 1 to 2 inches. Typically we have some, so we're keeping them on the hard water rack and they're doing good, but typically they are a soft water fish. So we'll swing by and see if there are any currently in here, but I know we have some available. Yeah, here we go. These are the Waru amphicathoides. These are just your basic Waru. These are not the panda Waru. So they're 1 to 2 inches. Not shy at all. These were tank raised here by us. And just for fun, the electric blue Acaro, guys, these are always good sellers. Really cool fish. There's such bright blue on them. And they're very, they're very interactive. They're always going to come up and beg for food. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today. I really appreciate you guys joining us. Please, oh, sorry about that. Please, if you haven't, leave us a Google review. We really appreciate that. It lets us know how we're doing. And if you ever have any issues with any of your fish you get from us, email us and we will work with you, try to figure out what the problem is, how to solve it. So thank you guys. Have a good weekend and we will see you next week.